Hi, I'm Sarah Otta. I'm the CEO and founder of Three Beats Consulting. And today I want to talk about two cures for leaky time syndrome. Now, I talk on a daily basis to clients and to prospects and to friends and to people in general who have this syndrome. They feel like they are leaking energy and leaking time everywhere. They can't seem to quite shore it up. They feel like they're always running around, they're always on empty. And there are lots of different reasons for that. But I want to speak specifically to what you say yes to and what's in your calendar. So, leaky time syndrome, right? I get hit up daily from strangers wanting to talk, wanting to connect, wanting to sell me something. I'm sure you do too. It's frankly just exhausting. And there was a time in my professional history where I would say yes to as many of those as possible. I wanted to make relationships, I wanted to create professional inroads. And what I started to see happen was an actual deterioration of the quality of the conversations and relationships that I was investing in this way. And so there needed to be some time, attention, and nurturing about that in my life, which I got coaching from my coach at the time around that. This is something I've worked on a great deal and something I coach my clients on regularly. So I want to ask you, are you feeling overwhelmed? And is it possible that you are too available to people? For example, do you have a calendar link where just about anyone who has it can schedule with you or cancel and or reschedule? Right? These are the sorts of things that you want to think about when you think about leaky time syndrome for yourself. What all top earners know is the value of 60 seconds. Even 1 minute matters because it is your time, it is your attention, it is your focus. Your time, your energy, your focus is the most valuable asset you have. So some people tell me, well, they're networking, they're looking at prospects, they're nurturing people. There might be a client or some opportunity that becomes available by saying yes to this person who wants your time. Sure, but you also want to have radical clarity and intentionality about your networking endeavors. Now, we're going to kind of pan out big picture here and I'm going to say something that's going to likely offend some people. So I'm just preparing you now and here's what it is. How you relate to your time is how you relate to your self esteem. The more you value yourself, the more you value your time. So, I'm going to give you two very simple and very practical ways that you can triage your time commitments and avoid or really cure leaky time syndrome. So, the first thing is number one, what are your clear qualifications for what you say yes to? Intentionality is everything. And this step does require you to do some deeper inner work of understanding what it is that you actually value, because what you value is where you want to put your quality time. So I revisit my qualifications for my yeses on a monthly basis because life is always moving, always changing. Some months are fuller than others. And dynamics with my daughter and other things in my business might be changing and different. So my capacity might be different depending on the time of year, etc. So my encouragement to you is to really get clear. What are the qualifications you are going to hold for what you say yes to and who you say yes to? It's really going to be important. The second thing is to get rigorously clear about the reason for meeting. So if someone reaches out or if you want to give someone time, and they do meet those qualifications, the second thing that you're going to want to do is really consider the intentionality and reason for the meeting. You should be able to express if you show me your calendar and I picked a random day, a random person, a random time, and I said, tell me about that. You should be able to express exactly why you're meeting with the person, the focus of that meeting, how you're going to prepare for it, what they've committed to doing to prepare for it. Everyone should be clear on what the intentionality and the purpose of that time is. And by the way, even if it's just simply to have fun, even if it's recreational, even if it's a friend that you're catching up with and having a hike with, you should be able to look at that and say, you know what? I value my recreational time and my leisure time. I love hiking, and this is a dear friend of mine. We haven't gotten together in a month. And this time is time for us to nurture, to slow down, to talk, to catch up, to connect deeply, to be in nature, in the sunshine, to move our bodies in ways that feel good, and to celebrate the friendship, right? That has a different essence to it than I've got to run and catch this meeting. I got to run and catch this thing, right? I got to run and catch this hike. So My encouragement is that if you implement these two principles, that you will start to see a shift in your whole energy field. And not only that, you'll be saving time. So I encourage you to experiment with this, to implement it, see how it goes. You can always email me at info at three, the letter three, the number three spelled out, THREE, beatsconsulting.com. I can't wait to hear more, and I can't wait to hear just what you find from this as well.